I work the late shift at a financial services office, one of those big buildings that looks expensive during the day and horrifyingly empty at night. Usually it's just me, the janitor, and sometimes Daniel, the coworker I barely talk to. Daniel was the quiet type, not shy, just unreadable. He kept to himself, arrived on time, left exactly on time. But 2 months ago, something changed. He started staying late, every night, and every single night, without fail. He left at exactly 3 o'clock a.m. Not 2:59, not 3:01, 3 o'clock a.m. Perfectly. At first, I laughed it off. Maybe he had insomnia. Maybe he was weird. I paid attention the next few nights. And sure enough, 2:58 a.m., Daniel would lock his computer. 2:59, he'd grab his coat. 3 o'clock, he'd walk out the side exit without looking around. Not a second off. It wasn't normal. Nobody is that predictable. And here's the strange part. He didn't drive. No Uber. No bus. He just walked into the dark. We're in a corporate district. Nothing is open. Nothing is close. Where the hell was he going? I decided I had to find out. Story. He just walked into the dark. We're in a corporate district. Nothing is open. Nothing is close. Where the hell was he going? I decided I had to find out. On a Wednesday night, I pretended to stay busy. 2:40 a.m. 2:50. Finally, 3 a.m. He left. I counted to 10, grabbed my jacket, and slipped out behind him. The cold hit me instantly. The streets were empty, completely silent except for the hum of the distant freeway. Daniel walked ahead of me, hands in pockets, shoulders stiff like he was trying not to draw attention. But the way he was walking, it wasn't random. It was purposeful, like he'd been taking the same route for years. He didn't check his phone. He didn't look around. He didn't hesitate. Just straight ahead. After 10 minutes, he turned into a part of town nobody should be in at night. Broken streetlights, graffiti, dumpsters lined up like abandoned tombstones. I slowed down. This wasn't a shortcut home. This wasn't the way to any bus line. This was the kind of alley where you don't survive a mugging. Daniel didn't even flinch. He walked straight through. My heart pounded, but I followed. At the end of the alley stood an old warehouse. Rusty metal door, boarded windows. The kind of place crackheads used to squat in back in the 90s. But Daniel stepped inside like it was normal. The door didn't even squeak. It's like he'd oiled it. I hesitated for a long second, then pushed the door open, just enough to slip through. Inside, the smell hit me first. Dust, mold, old wood. The air was cold. But then I saw the light, a faint glow, coming from behind a half-collapsed wall. Daniel was in there. ... I peeked around the corner. What I saw didn't make sense. A small room, not abandoned, not old, set up, maintained, used. A desk, a lamp, and 3 computer monitors, showing security camera feeds. Not of streets, not of the warehouse, of our office. Live feeds. Cameras I had never seen before. And how did he access them without the company knowing? Before I could make sense of anything, Daniel's voice spoke from behind the screens. Not shocked, not surprised. You shouldn't be here. My stomach dropped. He knew I followed him. He didn't yell. He didn't move aggressively. He just slowly swiveled his chair toward me. His face was calm, too calm. "This isn't what you think," he said. I swallowed hard. "So, explain." He sighed, almost disappointed. "The company isn't what you think, either." My mind raced. Was he exposing corruption? Blackmail? Embezzlement? No. His next sentence chilled me. "They're watching us. I'm watching them back." I blinked. "What?" He pointed at the screens. "All these cameras. They don't show the whole feed. I intercepted them. Someone else was monitoring us first." I stepped closer. "Who?" He shook his head. "I don't know. But whoever they are, they don't want me digging." I was about to ask another question when he suddenly looked past me, toward the door. His voice dropped. "They're here." I didn't look. I just ran. Out the room, down the hallway, through the alley, onto the main road. I didn't stop until I saw a streetlight and the sound of cars in the distance. I turned around once. Nobody followed. But Daniel didn't come out either. The next morning, I went to the office early. Daniel's desk was empty, completely cleared out. No laptop, no mug, no papers, like he'd never existed. HR said he resigned overnight. No 2 weeks notice, no call, just gone. I didn't believe it. I checked his computer tower, the one he always locked. The hard drive was still inside, and inside it was a folder. One single folder. Employee Feed 7. Inside the folder, I found videos of every one of us, sleeping at our desks, walking alone, typing, eating, angles from cameras I didn't know existed. And the last file, a grainy video of me following Daniel out of the building at 3 a.m., recorded from a camera I never knew was watching. The timestamp? 3:02 a.m. The angle? Directly behind me, meaning someone else followed me. And they were even closer than I thought.